Let's take a look at the panel section of SpectraLayer 7, which is located on the right side here, starting with display. And we start with a composite view, so we give it a color scheme. And then you have different parameters you can adjust in here to get the best perspective for whatever selected files you have there. You can always reset the parameters by clicking on a little icon on the left side here. And you can also add more parameters by clicking on this little icon in the upper right corner here. And you can add as many parameters as you want directly in here. There, I add a few. And adjust the parameters, and always can reset the parameters as you go. So you can zoom in and get the best perspective of the file. You can also reset everything by, as you said, reset all, and then start over. Next, you have a history tab with unlimited undo and redo, so you can apply different processing, different selections directly from here. And the interesting thing you can do here is you can save a processing, save another duplicate project from current state. So if I click on this, it will create a duplicate and it will add a tab here with a copy of my file. So I can always go back to my original file here, and see what I did, and I can always undo or redo some of the functions that I apply. Go to this next file and maybe apply something different. And I'll make it really obvious so you can see it. Again, create a duplicate. And so now I've got 3 different files, the same file with 3 different processing on each file. I can always undo some of the processing for each file. Next, we have the channel section here with the left and right, so stereo files here. Now, the interesting thing is when you solo a channel, it will actually zoom in within that channel here. And of course, you can always adjust how much of the waveform or the spectrogram you want to see directly from here. And you also have a general solo mute in the bottom, as well as a select all channel icon and the reformat functions. You can click on this little icon in the bottom right corner and resample the selected file or change the configuration. Now we have a stereo file here. If you have a 5.1 file, let's open a 5.1 file here. Give it a composite colors. So you can see I have a 5.1 configuration here, and I can simply just solo and zoom in within the selected channel from here and take a closer look, or on multiple channels. Finally, we have the layer section here in the bottom here, and you can create different layers. So let's just create a layer here. Under edit, we're gonna copy special, copy to a new layer. And so I have a new layer now. I can give it a color directly from here, and I can solo that, just a layer of the region of the selection that I just did directly from here. Now in the bottom, you have a color tool, active layer only. You have a mute solo function, and you can add a new group folder directly from here, so you can get organized, have different processing in different groups. And you also you can add a new layer and of course a trash can. Now you can organize the panel section any way you want it. You can actually move, for example, the layer on top. You can see I can drag it and put it up here if I want to, or put the history right on top here. So you can also have it flooding window if you want to, and have them maybe in a different monitor, or put them back in different orders. Now in the bottom we have the transport section here, which has different function, previous time event, next time event, which is very useful when you have different markers or different region you want to jump to. So for example, if I add a marker here, a marker there, as we seen in the previous video, and let's just define a region here and add this as a region. I'll just add time region here. Now I can use the next and previous functions here to jump the playhead or cursor to the next position. So we'll jump to next position, next cursor, next region, etc. You also have a loop selection, stop, play, recording, as well as a playhead position, which you could move by using the little corner here, by using the mouse and move the playhead, as well as a small metering section.